Hello, just a quick guide how I do some rune farming with my mage. Start out across the roots. And what you all basically need is the Loretta's great bow, and you do two gargoyles there, one on the right and one on the left. You don't need to charge, just press once, and they should go down normally in two shots. They will yield 3,517 runes per if you don't have the gold scarab talisman. I do. I would recommend doing that. If you have that, they will yield 4,220 runes per guy. So you would end up with 8,440 runes, and this one takes about 25 seconds, 27 seconds, maybe 30 seconds. So we will get about 16,880 per minute. If you times that up to an hour, you get over 1,000,000 runes or something like that. But I would definitely not recommend doing this for hours, because then you probably lose a bit of your sanity. But I normally do this just to top off when I'm close to a level or need something in the store or something like that. This is rather quick for me, and it's not like the chicken, it's not like the rolling boulder or something like that, but I rather enjoy taking my time in my game and not rushing anything, so this is what I normally do. Here you can see you can do 3 as well. I just did this for testing to see if it was any quicker or yielded more runes, and for 3 you get 12,603 runes or something like that, and it takes a bit longer. It takes about 45 seconds, but if you're bored, if you want to do 3 sometimes, if you want to mess it up, it's be my guess. But you have to, at least in my build, I have to use an extra flask for this one, because the Loretta's great bow is rather costly for the FP, so I have to use a flask here. But like you see, you can do 3 if you want, and still not as efficient, but like I said, it's a bit more fun for me to do this than do some of the other tedious ones. And I, just for the hell of it, I did a test with a flask of wondrous physics to see, because then I would didn't have to use any mana, can do an entire run with all in one go. But if I use a normal mana potion, or if you use a flask of wonders, doesn't matter, I still use a flask. So, but I just did it for testing to see. You could easily do 3 with in one go there, but still yield the same result. So I normally would recommend doing 2 of these and then just resetting to get some quick runes instead. And I also did a test for, if you're not a mage, if you're like a melee guy or something like that, I do a test with a sword. It takes a bit longer, but it's not that much longer. So if you're not a mage, and if you for some reason are watching this, you can do this with a sword as well. You just have to use the horse. Instead you do torrent when you get to these roots, because you can't use torrent before you're on the roots, and then you activate torrent, you jump up on the left side here, whack the first guy with your sword or whatever melee weapon you have, and then you have to turn down and jump down on the other root, so you can get that one instead. I also don't use torrent as much here, because I had some issues maybe with the pathing. Sometimes you might fall off these routes, and that's definitely not fun, so I'm a bit careful here. But you could do a lot quicker if you just use torrents and stuff like that. The other one, if you don't have this one available, I normally did before this, and sometimes do, is I go to Caelid to go to the bestial sanctum here, and I just do the little guys, and you can have like 10, 12 of these, and they go no matter. That's the gold scarab, that's important if you want more runes. These little guys, they do about 1,312 runes with the gold scarab. This guy immediately to the right here, you just jump down here, there's a little guy, poor guy you can hear, and at this point I can just one-shot him with my rock sling, so that's pretty okay. Before, I usually used maybe 3 glintstone pebbles, it doesn't matter much for the time. To the right immediately, there's 2 little guys you can take. So you can get some. So now we have 3 guys, and they all normally yield 1,312 runes, like I said. So if you do like 10, 12 of these in a run, it takes a bit over 2 minutes if you're not too sloppy like I am here. So it's not amazing, but you get 15,744 runes, something I think I get in this one. That's a bit over 2 minutes, and it's pretty okay. And I just do it just to not go insane and mental, like doing the same runs over and over. So like I said, I would definitely recommend this to just top off and get some runes. I would not do this all day or for several hours or something like that. But I think this is a bit more fun, and it's kind of a break from the other kind of farming if you're doing this. So you just circle around, do the rest of the guys on the way up. How many you do is strictly up to you if you want to do 5, 12, how many you need for some level or something in the store. It's a guy on the right here as well. So it's really a bit more flexible, and like I said, I find this a bit more fun than all the other stuff. I like to play the game, not do a farming simulation. So this is okay for me to get some runes if you need. It's not like, so it not feels like a day job or something like that. So I think I do 12 in this run. Like I said, it's optional how many you want to do. If you want to do more and chase a bit more, if you want to shorten the time and do a bit less, it's okay. You can see from my run, they're rather close to this area, so it's rather quick and painful just to get these little poor guys. And if you have the Black Blade Kindred standing in front there, I would highly recommend that you do like the meteorite that I showed in another video, to kill him or stuff like that, get him out of the way. And you can also retreat back into the Sanctum if he's giving you trouble, so you can go out while his back is turned, do a lot of damage, go back in, hide behind the turtle or whatever, come back out to do it again, rinse and repeat, and you would get something like, I think, 88,000 runes on him. So these are the ones I just use to top off when I need some runes. So have fun. I hope you find some ways to do this and not go insane. Just have fun, and I hope you prevail.